Do your best Kappa impression.
Jedi.
Jedi.
Kappa's going to be like, why don't you at least come up with a different word for me to say?
It's because he said it so many. His laugh is my favorite.
Oi, would you like a cup of tea? What's going on, folks? Welcome to our podcast.
Yeti
Walks into base camp.
talking
Through
hiking.
We are your host. I am Yeti Legs.
And I am Basecamp.
We are a married couple. We do through hiking together. We're also ultra runners, and we have a dog. Her name is Loba. She is a husky Malamute, and she is currently here with her boyfriend Tank, who is a golden retriever.
They're literally just laying down. They've been playing since 11:40 this morning. It is the cutest thing.
Yeah. We have done the Pacific Crest Trail in 22, the Tour de Mont Blanc, Colorado Trail, 3/4 of the Arizona Trail, which we're going to finish this year. And yeah, if we can find time to do all these things, we'll do as many hikes as we can. Drink of the choice. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Coors Banquet. It's just, we've got so many of them. It's light. It's easy.
That's fair.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking an athletic, non-alcoholic Mexican lager right now.
Is it good, at least?
It's not bad. Taste it.
Okay. I'm trying this thing.
I'm trying to do non-alcoholic because my eye, I don't know if you remember this, if you're a devoted listener, or if you're not, first-time listener, I've had an eye issue, swelling of the optic nerve. And it's kind of largely gone down. But whenever
Started in August.
Yeah. But whenever I get really dehydrated, or if I drink too much alcohol, or if my blood sugar seems to get a little low, it starts to act up. And no one's able to tell me what's wrong with it. So I am troubleshooting cutting back on alcohol. And if that looks like drinking NA beer to still scratch the itch, then I'll try it.
Oh, our medical system. Don't even get me started.
It's so messed up, man.
It's very frustrating to go to all of these specialty doctors who act like they're the shit, which, I mean, yes, they've gone to school for a very long time.
Long time, really.
Long time. They have earned, I guess, the right to be the shit, but they all treat you the same.
Yeah.
And they all just come to the table going, we don't know what's wrong with you. And it's not even a like, we want to figure this out with you solution. Like, there's no solution of, we don't know what's happening, but we really want to figure this out with you. So we're going to start exploring some options, and let's talk through those. None of those.
There's no long question set. It's always been the same tests.
Same conversations.
Yeah. Except my optometrist.
Your optometrist is the only one that I feel like is
what
your advocate.
Boss.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He really cares about trying to find the solution. He's the only one.
Yeah.
But it's all the neurologists that are like,
oh, man.
I don't know what's wrong with you. And then they slap thousands of dollars of a bill on you just because, they decided to take 10 minutes of their time to tell you, we don't know what's wrong with you.
I think the hardest part, too, is that all the neurologists have been like, well, we can't rule out MS, multiple sclerosis, but we don't know if it's that. So since we can't say definitively, which I understand, we're just going to leave you hanging and wondering if you have MS.
So it's like, yeah, freak you out, freak us out.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, I guess you do need to go back and get an MRI to see if anything in your brain has changed, because they do want to see if it's MS or not.
At some point. Let's change this topic and get it on to our Cotton World updates.
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'll let you start.
Well, I worked a pretty big job in, March, with a company. And that company and I, it's a good thing going. And so they have hired me for two really big projects of theirs. And they're entrusting at me as their producer and their assistant director, which is two really big jobs, but they are definitely compensating me enough for it to feel like it's worth it. And they're incredible people, incredible company. But there's 4 stories in one of the projects, and we're traveling to Orlando. And then we're traveling to Singapore. And then we're traveling to 2 other states in the country. I don't know where yet.
It's crazy.
And then I've got another big project with them. It's like a 5 to 6 day job, which is pretty big for commercials.
Yeah.
It's huge. And it's a really big job. And they're entrusting me with that one.
It's pretty epic.
And that's like their biggest client of the year. So I feel really, really valued in what I do. I feel like a badass a little bit, that like I'm about to make us a shit ton of money. That'll feel nice.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of work. But yeah, that's where I am. And just, we got to figure out Loba.
Mhm.
What about you?
I was offered and accepted a job for 4-month position in Ketchikan, Alaska, leading a small team of wildlife technicians. We'll be dealing with fish surveys and water sampling for different types of food source to make sure that our coho and our Chinook have adequate food. And also, I'm trying to apply to some other jobs in Colorado just in case maybe something bites with that, so that I could work with Colorado Parks and Wildlife and maybe not be halfway across the continent for 4 months, leaving base camp here to manage our dog and apartment and everything.
Well, and just not getting to see you.
And that, well, that's a given.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going up to see him. We'll just,
Yeah. So we're trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah. But I'm super excited for you. I feel like this is such a great opportunity. Even your professors were like, wow, that's incredible, you getting this right out the gate.
Yeah.
And I feel like you deserve it because you've already worked leadership positions. You have what it takes to be a leader already in biology and ecology. So
Thank you.
yeah, so I'm really excited for you. Wesley, if you don't know, has worked very hard the last 2 years to get another bachelor's degree in science. And so the fact that he got this one, I think, right out, especially with all the jobs that are being cut in the field of biology and ecology right now and are also very hard to get. I'm just really proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. You know, just doing the things out here, living my best life.
Yeah.
Can I say? My most stressful life.
I know, poor Wesley's been very stressed out.
Boy, y'all don't even know how much energy and effort it takes to record these podcast episodes. When I would rather just sit on my butt and do nothing.
I know, because you don't have a lot of time to not do nothing. Like he's going to school full time and doing his capstone project, which is a huge deal.
And working 30 to 35.
And then working 30 to 35 hours at the brewery.
Yeah.
So that he can sustain our like checking income. So everything I make goes into savings.
You do what you got to do.
I know. But hey, look at us.
I know.
I'm hearing you and me talking about our careers. I'm like, damn.
We're doing stuff. So before we get into our PCT, this is PCT week 18, y'all. We getting up there.
Whoa.
Getting up there. Thanks for listening to all of our other PCT episodes, hopefully. And if you have listened this far into the podcast episode, you will be glad that you did because we have a new sponsor. Our podcast is being sponsored by Sawyer. And I'm not talking about people with chainsaws. I'm talking about the company that filters and purifies your water whenever you're out backpacking and hiking so that you can drink. Sawyer Filtration. They've been kind enough to offer a sponsorship to us. And with that comes a really cool thing for you, the listener. So whenever we announce Sawyer as a sponsor for our podcast, all you have to do is whenever you hear this, you can even pause the episode, shoot us an email to yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com. Just shoot us an email. You don't have to list anything else. Just say, hey, we'll get that email. And the first person to reach out to us gets a little care package from Sawyer. So that's going to include probably a little bit of swag, at least a filtration device, and really whatever else they feel like putting in your box for nothing. All you have to do is just listen to the podcast.
Y'all, that's a really good deal. I'm not going to lie. Can I sign up? Can I email?
I mean, go for it.
First person, you guys. First person.
Yeah.
So yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com.
Yep. Just shoot us an email and we will ask you all the required information of you that we need to ask. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Sawyer, for sponsoring this episode.
Ow, wow, wow. All right. PCT week 18.
Oh, it's a big week.
It is a big week. We left off week 17 with a 0 day in Dunsmuir, California.
Oh, Dunsmuir.
What a dismal name, Dunsmuir.
Just if we could go back. So if you're doing the PCT, again, don't go to Dunsmuir. Go to Shasta.
Go to Shasta.
And stay at the RV park. Or just skip it all. Just skip it all. Dunsmuir's not really the best spot.
No, we would go back and we would change it. But nevertheless, we took a 0 in Dunsmuir. Mistakes were made.
We got a ride from Autograph? I don't remember that.
Not just Autograph. It was Autograph, another redhead, and some guy. Yeah.
It was his friend. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Now I remember this. We had ran into this guy named Autograph on the trail before. He's a ginger.
He's named Autograph because he gets signatures from everybody.
Literally. And we met him after Bernie Falls because he kept talking about Jupiter and how he saw Jupiter just like a day before. And I was like, there's no way, because we saw Jupiter like what, a week before?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. And Jupiter does like 40 miles a day. So I was like, there's no way you just saw Jupiter, unless he said he was hiking the other way or something. I was like, maybe he lost something and went back. But that's how we met Autograph.
Yeah.
Fun guy, fun personality, very like bigger than life.
Long beard.
Yeah. And a ginger.
And a ginger. This day is taking us into Castle Crags, but not the state park. Castle Crags Wilderness. And you know what a wilderness means.
If there's something I've learned, a wilderness means that you're going to be climbing over big trees. You're going to be stabbed by briars. You're going to be almost spraining your ankle from all the rocks on the trail. That's what a wilderness means.
Usually, at least one of those three things that she just listed.
Do you like how negative I've been on this episode?
Yeah.
No.
Boy, y'all, this day, we did 14, almost 15 miles of hiking, but we got 45, almost 4,600 feet of vertical gain.
It was a lot of gain that day. I remember we were climbing out. It was not fun.
Yeah, because you're climbing out of highway or interstate or whatever it is, Interstate 5 or something like that.
Yeah. And in Castle Crags, like you could see the rocks, the white. There's just beautiful white, jagged
Jagged.
rocks.
She also called it Castle Craig. Castle Crags.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Ireland.
Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. Wow. Where's my brain?
Not here.
I've decided to shut my brain off completely until I actually have to work again. That's what's happened. Because once I start working again, it's like, it's going to feel like a train going 100 miles an hour. So
we climbed out of Interstate 5 into the wilderness. Huge climb, almost 4,600 feet and 15 miles. And I don't know if you remember this campsite.
I loved this campsite. I was about to say it was in this cute little nook alcove.
Yeah, surrounded by a bunch of shrubs.
Shrubs and like junipers. And it overlooked, like you could see kind of out.
Like a giant valley.
Yeah, it was really pretty. There's a lot of spiders there.
There were a lot of spiders there.
Ugh.
We had a pretty flat spot, so it was a good pitch. Nice chill dinner.
It was great.
Started to get a little misty after dinner whenever the sun went down. And I forget what hour of the night this was.
We were not asleep. I think we were still getting our food. I think I was cleaning our pot or something. Yeah.
So early hour of the night. We heard the bear grunts.
It sounded like a dog.
Huffing and gruffing like
Huffing
that.
and gruffing. It was running across the trail in the direction we were going. Nobo, I think.
You sure it was a bear?
It had to have been. It wasn't a dog.
Was it an ultra runner? It could have been.
No, because we would have seen a headlamp. It was dark at this point.
That's true. We didn't see anything out there. I stuck my head out.
We just heard
There's nothing.
Yeah, because we both heard it. I thought I was crazy. I was like, there's no way. But it sounded like a bear. And I turned to Wesley and he was like, did you hear that? I was like, oh my God, okay. We both heard it.
Yes, we did.
But it was like, and I think it growled.
Did it?
I think it growled when it passed our campsite.
It was on your side of the tent.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, I had the cozy side of the tent tucked in the bushes.
Thanks a lot. And I had the access to the trail.
Well, so y'all need to know this. I always sleep on the right side of the tent. Once you're inside of it, I sleep on the right. She sleeps on the left.
I cannot sleep on the right anymore if we switch.
No, so that's just how the layout happened to be. You know, nothing crazy. I wasn't trying to put you in like immediate danger.
No, I know you weren't. You even, I think, probably offered to switch. But I was like, I'm not sleeping on the right side.
I usually did do that as a gentleman.
You did. Especially if we were on a hill. And I was like, damn it, mine is on the hill.
I know. It's so crazy that Critcha was by our tent, but whatever.
And then the spiders. There were so many spiders that were creating little like webs.
Uh-huh.
And didn't they like crawl on our tent?
Probably. They were like probably on the mesh underneath the rain fly.
Oh my God. I have this like, okay, before the PCT, I had a deathly fear of spiders to the point where anytime I see a spider, I don't care. I would kill it, period. Poor spider. I feel so bad for the spider, but it's because of the movie Arachnophobia. It just made me terrified of spiders.
It's a creepy movie, though.
Exactly. And I was like a child when I watched it. So, of course, I'm having all this trauma whenever I see a spider every day. I'm like, kill it. And so we get on trail and I have to like reorient myself to realize this poor spider, this is their home. I'm just coming into their home. And they're probably terrified of me. So I stopped killing them. Even to this day, I've stopped killing them.
You have. Good for you.
I try to take them outside.
Save wildlife one spider at a time, y'all.
Exactly. Is that all that happened on that night?
Yeah, because the next day we woke up to like a misty, cloudy / rainy, like in and out all day type of weather condition.
Day. Yeah.
The bright spot in this day, other than the sun that would periodically shine out, was our meeting with Pearl and Hawkeye.
The cutest couple. Oh my gosh, I want to be them.
They still follow us, and we're still Instagram friends today.
They're oh gosh, I don't want to misage them, but I'm pretty sure they were in their 50s at that point.
Early 50s.
Early 50s.
I would guess.
And they were hiking.
Late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah. I couldn't. Were they section hiking? Or were they just doing a day hike?
I think they're doing a little section out there.
Yeah. They had done the Florida Trail, and they also did ultra runs.
Man, you remember more about them than I did.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn. Yeah, we sat and talked to them for a minute, and they were like, wow, you guys look so chipper for where you are on trail at this point. So many people we run into are so like dejected and downtrodden. And
yeah.
I'm paraphrasing them. But yes, they were like, you're so like happy.
It was about to be unhappiness for the next few days, to be honest with you.
Because we were about to
it was a bunch of
pump
rain.
our miles.
Well, it was a bunch of rain the next few days, too.
Yeah.
But Pearl and Hawkeye, they have, whenever we've created like a GoFundMe or asked for support for some project or some hike, they've always given something. And they've always been one of the first ones, too.
They're so sweet, you guys.
So thank you, Pearl and Hawkeye.
Yeah, I don't even know their real names.
Pearl and Hawkeye is all we need to know.
Yeah. And then you mentioned the trail magic in the middle of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Who gave us whiskey?
So we meet Pearl and Hawkeye. It gets cloudier and cloudier and cloudier, and then it gets misty, and then it starts to rain. So we put on our ponchos or our rain jackets, and then we reach a road crossing. It's not even really a trailhead. It's a road crossing. And there is an SUV, and this couple is like setting up a little table for some trail magic. And they've got like fruit and melons and stuff.
And they were like, hey, do you guys want any trail magic? And we're like,
yeah.
What? I thought, didn't we run into them though? Weren't they hiking towards us or something? And they were like, hey, do you guys want trail magic? And we were like, yeah.
Yes. They were hiking towards us. They met us. And so they started walking with us back to the parking lot. And so they get the stuff out of their vehicle and they offer like the fruit. And we ask if they have anything salty. So they start to pull out like other snacks.
Sweet people.
And then he's like, do you want anything to drink? I'm like, do you have any whiskey?
He did.
Because it's cold and wet, which is my least favorite type of weather combination. Cold and wet. I'd even take a hot, wet rain.
Or snow.
Or snow.
He did pull out some whiskey. It was nice whiskey too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. So he gave me a few swigs, and then I emptied a water bottle out so that he could put some whiskey in it.
Because he offered it to us. He said, you guys can take it with you, keep you warm.
Yeah, and it did.
And it did.
Oh, the Scottish knew what they were doing, didn't they?
Woo, aye.
Woo, aye, the Scots.
But I do remember a girl came up. We had another hiker, female. She came up and had trail magic with us. That's all I remember. And she was doing like 25, 30s consistently every single day or something.
She was making some miles.
She looked miserable. She looked tired.
She was burning out those trail runners.
Yeah, she was. That's all I remember of that.
I remember that they were just super sweet.
No, they were very nice.
And they ended up giving us like some of their food too.
I know. They saw how hungry we were.
God bless all you sweet trail angels and people that just help out hikers out of the goodness of your heart.
No, I don't even remember their names. I just remember they came up to do this. They were so happy that we showed up.
Yeah, this is a day of really just fortunate events as well. I don't know if you remember this trailhead.
I do.
The Parks
with the pit
Creek
privy
trailhead.
Yes.
Yes, there were a few vehicles there when we got there, and it was all like the entire area was just caked in fog at this point. We couldn't see hardly anything.
Yes.
But you could see like creepy trees or very, very eerie trees around
It looked like Sleepy Hollow.
Very Sleepy Hollow-ish. And then you could see a pit toilet start to appear out of the looming fog. You see a few vehicles. There's a little spot where the vehicles park, and there's a tent pitched over there. and it looked like a hyperlight wannabe, didn't it?
It did. And then there was a cute little spot that could fit our 3-person tent. Oh my gosh, we took advantage.
Yeah, right underneath the trees. So right there by the parking lot, we pitched, and it rained during the night.
Rained. Just rained.
And rained into the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, we go and utilize the pit toilet because why the heck would you not?
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of not feeling so hot this morning. And there's this hiker who like burst out of the pit toilet, and he had a freaking rubber duck.
He had a rubber ducky on his hat.
Taped to his hat bill.
He was the most funny. He was
The funniest.
He was one of the funniest people I feel like we met on trail.
You remember his name?
Well, Copper.
Copper.
I remember his trail name was Copper.
Yes,
He was just a fun dude, and he was like, again.
I think it's Terrence Daniel is his name.
Yeah, was he in like his late 40s or something?
Yeah, I think he's about 40s.
Yeah, and he was just having a jolly old time. But he going Sobo?
No, he was going with us.
Oh, he was. Oh, I remember what it was. He was going Sobo, but he flipped and took our route north to give the snow time to melt up north in Washington and Oregon. He was so fun.
Super positive too.
Yeah, but it was only like his first week on trail or second week.
Yeah.
Man, he was so happy. So happy to be there. At that point, we're just so tired.
And we've been rained on for days, and he was just like soaking wet and just loving it.
I'm like, wow, this is probably what we were like the first weekend or second weekend.
Well,
Didn't matter.
This is like day 122 on the trail.
Y'all, we're almost done.
122.
We're like now 2/3 in.
Yeah, we're flying at this point.
We are. And we did that day. Well, the day before we'd done 23 miles. This day we did 26, almost 28. 27.
Oh, and then the day after this, big day. So it is raining, like really raining, just cats and dogs, to be honest with
pouring.
You. We have on all of our junk. But the area we hiked through is super cool. It's got a lot of mushrooms just shooting up out of everywhere. No wonder, because it's so freaking wet. We hike on this little ledge area. And I remember seeing a tarp and a bunch of smaller other tents, and it looked like a bunch of Boy Scouts because it was a huge, long tarp. So that was kind of cool to see. Some little kiddos out there. So after the morning's rain, the day actually clears up quite a bit.
And we enter the Trinity Alps
And we enter the Trinity Alps wilderness.
Remember what we said about wildernesses.
Yep. Not maintained super well usually. Not always, but usually.
I was not the biggest fan of the Trinity Alps. Just because there were so many big trees we had to like flop like a seal over.
I thought it was a whale flop.
Whale flop. Okay, whatever. But they're so big. They're giants. And you have to like literally climb up the branches just to get over them.
There was a lot of that. It's true.
Oh, I didn't like it. It was scary for me.
I know. You didn't like the water crossings, the whale flops.
Not even the whale flops. I didn't like the big trees that were like 50 feet high is what it felt like.
50 feet?
I mean, yeah, they were probably more like 20 feet.
What?
I'm talking about the trees that would fall onto the trails that we had to jump over. These weren't, I'm just trying to paint a picture for people. These were not small trees. They can just cutesy hop over.
Are you talking about how long they are, how wide they are?
Wide.
Like 5 to 10 feet. 10 foot was probably the widest tree we ever crossed over, and that was in Washington.
On the tallest, though. No, some of these wilderness, on the Trinity Alps wilderness, I remembered.
You just said 20 feet. You know how tall 20 feet is?
Probably not.
That's over twice the height of our ceiling.
Okay, that's too tall. Okay, fine. Split that in half. 10 feet.
No.
We definitely had some 10-footers.
We had like one, and it was in Washington.
No. We had more than one in Washington. I remember because I was having to like climb up them like they were a tower.
We are not climbing over 10 foot tall or 10 foot wide trees.
No, there were some massive trees in Washington, but there were some big ones in the Trinity Alps because that's why I was so pissed.
Her perception of measurements.
Maybe it's exaggerated in my head, but they were big.
Yes.
They were big ass trees.
There were definitely some that would come up to my stomach and my chest, and I'm 5'11".
I'm just saying this to paint a picture for people because when we say we go over trees on trail, you might think, oh, it's just, you're just walking over a tree. Some of these trees you literally had to climb over.
What I am going to say, and what she's not mentioning, is that these trees were less wide and they were more numerous. So instead of having to just climb over one like wide tree, you have like 5 back to back to back, and you're literally just like putting one leg through, hoisting your body over, putting the next leg through.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
what the
Yes.
Trinity Alps were
There was a
like.
shit ton of just trees back to back to back.
And
yes.
the Trinity Alps is where there was so much fuel or so much just dead tinder all over the place. I was like, this place is going to go up like a tinderbox if someone, lights a match or something happens or a lightning strike happens.
Yes. It looked like this is not where you want a fire to start because it's going to go up in flames.
Yeah. We ran into a bear in the woods on this day, actually.
Did we?
He was building.
Oh my God.
We ran into Build-A-Bear. He was taking a Trail Zero.
Oh my God.
He was taking a Trail Zero.
I'm like, I swear we didn't run into a bear here. Yes, we ran into Build-A-Bear.
He was camped in the middle of nowhere just before you get to Etna because he was waiting for a package to come in. And he didn't want to go into town and spend the money. So
he took a Trail Zero on trail to avoid the rain, which honestly, why not? If you've got the food, do it.
I'm not mad at that decision.
No.
You remember he told us he had been hiking with Optimist?
Yes.
Oh, I forget what the heck he said.
He was not happy with Optimist.
Yeah, because he was skipping or something.
Yeah. Like Builda knew he was skipping because he saw him skip.
We need to get Optimist on this show and get his story of all this.
We keep asking him. He won't. He ignores our text messages.
He's all about this little girlfriend. Now, they've been dating for, almost 2 years? Might be expecting a ring soon. I don't know.
He better.
I know. If you're a thru hiker, make sure you either find yourself another thru hiker who wants to go with you.
Or someone that will support you.
Or someone who will support you and just be completely okay with you being gone for 1 to 6 months.
Or will come support you on trail every now and then, like I did for Wesley.
Or like Renee's husband does.
Oh my God. Yes. Dan,
yeah.
Yeah. He would show up in random spots on trail just to see her because he missed her. And then he'd give out trail magic to any hiker that was with her. It was so cute.
And he wants to swim in that Azul, baby.
I mean, let's be honest.
Distance makes the heart and the body grow fonder.
Hopefully it does. It's hard for us to thru hike separately only because I feel like the other is so upset about it because they just want to be there.
It's true. I didn't even write it down, but I remember where we camped. We camped at...
Was it where Deer Head, whatever is the...
It was near... So we went to this campground and the two girls and the older guy that were hiking together...
They were there?
They were there. And I think they ended up getting a hitch there or a hitch out, something to do with a hitch. But we camped really close to that area, and we used the pit toilet that was there.
I do not remember this at all. It's probably because we had done 26 miles at this day, and I was like, and it was raining. And then also, it was just climbing over trees constantly.
And the rest was just an anonymous remainder of the day with an anonymous tent pitch, and we camped because we had to do a monstrous almost 35 miles the next day. Because we wanted to get into the town of Etna.
We were like, trail, baby, trail town. So this day we did 34.24 miles. So this day was a really big day for us to get into the Etna Summit trailhead. God, the Trinity Alps are absolutely gorgeous. And we had some really beautiful views. Wesley and I took this epic photo, which we'll put in on Patreon. And we put our phone on this rock to prop it up, and we're looking out at the landscape because it's so gorgeous. And I decided to put my hand on his butt. And it's just a great photo, honestly. It's a fun one. He says we ran into some scouts. I don't remember the scouts.
They were being led by a female scout leader, kind of younger. And it was on we were doing this little stretch along a ridge, and it had kind of a precipitous drop, and this scout leader had these kids out here, and she asked us about it, and we're like, yeah, the blowdowns are actually really terrible behind us. And I think she turned around after that. I don't blame her.
Oh God, the blowdowns this day though, oh my gosh, I was so ready to get to the trailhead. I'm
shocked we did
angry
34
with all the blowdowns. I know,
Yeah.
Me too. I don't know what happened. Maybe we just grew power legs or something and we just kept going. But I felt like we were going so slow that day.
Uh-huh.
And I was so pissed about it. And Wesley was like, babe, we've been going so fast. I'm like, no, we haven't. We're not going to get this out. I was doing my my AD producer ticking time bomb that day.
Boy, but you were not the only pissed off lady this day.
I don't remember this lady.
Yeah, so we have a Garmin. We have a Garmin GPS 66i. And whenever we would get close to a town and it didn't look like we would be able to get a decent hitch because the road's kind of, I guess, removed, I would look up trail angels or people who were offering rides in the town, and I would Garmin message them whenever we didn't have cell service. So I Garmin messaged one of these ladies. She had a phone number listed in the All Trails app, and I never heard back from her. And so I Garmin messaged another lady, and I heard back from this one. And so I was like, okay, well, we're going with, let's just say her name was Bonnie. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to get a ride with Bonnie. So after an almost 35-mile day, Bonnie is completely exhausted.
Mind is shot.
We get to the trailhead, and Bonnie is there, but there's the other woman that I also Garmin messaged first that I never heard back from.
Yes.
And I kid you not, like, if you've ever had a Garmin, you know that receiving messages is like spotty at best.
It's difficult.
I kid you not. Almost immediately when we got to that trailhead, the message that the first woman had sent me popped onto the Garmin. Can you believe that? And boy, she was pissed. She was like, you just made me waste gas to come out here, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm just going to wait around for another hiker then. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm sorry, but the drive wasn't even that bad.
Can I just say, I'm going to go off on a little tangent. There's this thing that happens on Facebook a lot where we'll see trail angels. Not all trail angels, just some trail angels.
You mean like actual trail angels that don't ask for anything, or the ones that do ask for money who are not actual trail
I don't know
angels?
who they are, but I just know on Facebook I'll have people that are quote unquote trail angels or people that are helping, and they will say things like, you know, these hikers are ungrateful or they're untitled, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And yes,
There are scenarios where that is the case.
there are a lot of hikers that are entitled, especially when they don't realize that people are truly going out of their way to do all these things for them. And there's just a whole thing here, but this is a great scenario in which there's nothing that could have been done. And people that are in this world of Cotton World and have cell service need to understand that a lot of hikers do not have cell service. And the Garmin message, like you said, can be spotty at best with satellite service, especially if there's like a storm blowing in or there's clouds everywhere. And I just think sometimes trail angels, like, you need to have some grace for thru hikers in this too. Like we tried to be very respectful of all trail angels.
Yeah.
And give them money or give them, you know, try to be as communicative as we could. And so sometimes things happen like this scenario.
Yeah.
And there's not much you can do about it. But here's the thing is, don't fucking do it. If you like, put up a boundary. Don't be a trail angel.
Yeah. If you're going to...
Don't do it.
And I know that things get situational, but just understand that not all hikers are entitled elitist hikers trying to just pull one over folks.
No.
You know, I guess we could have, in that scenario, we could have given the first lady some money for her trouble.
Or we could have just messaged her again and said, we haven't heard from you, or we're not getting a message, so we're going to ask someone else. That could have been our lesson right there for the future.
Yeah. And we have yet to have this situation happen again.
Yeah.
Since this day.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Which, super thankful that she did it and she came out.
Yeah.
But it's still one of those things where if you're going to sign up for this and help hikers, then things happen and you just got to let it go.
I think our boundary is living so close to the CDT, we do not give rides unless it just happens to tickle our fancy whenever we're commuting back and forth in the county and we want to pick up a hitchhiker.
Yeah. We do pick up people for rides. I picked up a couple of people when I saw them, you know, with their thumbs out. I know who they are. I know they're through hikers.
Yeah.
And so whenever hiking season starts and I'm on the road, I'll pick someone up.
Would you pick up someone who looked like Beast Mode?
Yeah, I think I would, because I understand that they're through hiking and they're stinky and they're hiking.
We haven't talked about Beast Mode yet to any of y'all, but Beast Mode is he's a retired vet. And
he is hilarious. We'll talk about him in Washington.
Boy, that man looked rough out there on that trail.
He looked like beast mode.
Yeah, he did. He was freaking awesome.
He's amazing.
So Etna
was
eventually get a ride into Etna. Yes,
Etna was
quite
amazing.
Awesome. Except for this little the Denny Bar Company.
It was was so dead. It was dead.
There was like no one in there.
And then we were like, wait, is their beer good then if no one's there? Wasn't that what we said?
I love that you're laughing at something that you've created in your head that didn't even happen.
Oh, did that not happen?
No.
Wait, were they closed?
No, the Denny Barco was the nicer place in Etna towards the outside of town. And we tried to go in there first to get dinner and drinks.
Oh.
And they wouldn't let us come in unless we left our packs outside.
Okay, yes, sorry. I was thinking of the brewery that was completely dead that we went to.
No.
Yes, I remember the hostess was like this girl in her early 20s, you know. She's a very valley girl. And she was like, yeah, it's pretty busy in here. But if you leave your packs outside, that's fine.
It wasn't really that busy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's kind of how she was acting.
Yeah.
And she like looked us up and down. I'm like, don't you get through hikers in here?
Like, this should be a regular occurrence for you.
And people actually had been losing their packs. People had been stealing packs on the trail.
And if you don't know, even though our packs and everything in it might look ratty
and gross and
that
smelly,
stuff is worth thousands and thousands.
To replace all of that would be thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And we don't have insurance on a backpack and all the contents in it. That's not housing insurance.
Can you get renter's insurance on a backpack?
Yeah, so
I mean,
I do remember that now because she was just like, if you leave her packs outside. And we were like, no. Wesley was like, I don't feel safe about this, so let's go somewhere else. And we did. So we went to that brewery.
Oh my, how fortuitous was this whole scenario too?
Oh my God, y'all. This was truly,
I don't remember the name of the brewery.
The universe, divinity. This was like all of it into one in Etna.
It was not the Etna Brewing Company. It was really close to this bar place, the Denny Barco.
It was a cute little spot and it was dead.
There was like no one in there, but they sold pizza. And this sweet woman, she had a really unique accent. Couldn't quite place it.
We couldn't figure it out. We were like, are you Australian, New Zealand?
and usually whenever you hear that, you should just go and tell yourself South African accent.
I've started doing that, by the way. I'm like, are you from South Africa?
Mm-hmm. You can kind of pinpoint it now because it's not really Australian.
It's a mix
Yeah.
between like all of them.
Yeah. So she is just a great bartender for us. She gets us our pizza and everything that we want in there. And she starts talking about how she and her husband or partner, I don't know. They run a place, like a little Airbnb where they host hikers. They're both South African. And she mentioned something about how he's a really great cook and he makes really great Afrikaans.
I mean, she sold us with him cooking. Like,
yeah.
Okay, great.
Unfortunately, we'd already booked a motel room for this one night. So we really enjoyed our time at the brewery. We went to the motel, which was just a motel. I mean, it wasn't anything extraordinary, but it wasn't really dirty. And they had a great little hiker box area. And the next day we said we would probably just check out of the motel and go stay with that sweet woman and her partner.
Yeah, because it wasn't very impressive, the hotel. No. I mean, it was just what it was. But she made it sound so exciting and alluring that we were like, let's stay with them. And it was. It was amazing. Holy crap. I was like, should we take a 00? But we couldn't.
God, I wish we could have. I do recall on this 10 day in Etna, you had been having an issue with your foot.
Yeah. So I got this really weird split in my left foot. And it's kind of the ball underneath where the skin kind of meets. Does that make any sense? So it's like beneath the ball of your foot.
Posterior dorsal to the ball of her foot.
Holy mother. Yeah. But it's like underneath the ball of my foot. And it's a piece of skin that, is right there. But it's separated as we've been walking.
Wait, you have skin on the bottom of your foot?
Oh my God.
I wouldn't have guessed. Wouldn't have guessed.
Well, the skin broke open at some point in our hike. And it became an actual open wound, but it wasn't hurting. It was just open. It was weird.
It was a crack.
It was a crack in my foot. And you can get these. They're actually quite common with through hikers. But it was getting very deep, the crack was, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And this also probably started when, it was getting wetter outside or like raining. So it was making my foot soggy. Or me and wet feet is never a good combination, I've learned. And so I told Wesley, I was like, I really think I need to go to like an urgent care and talk to them about this and see if there's any solutions that I can come up with. Because this isn't good. And I started looking up other people talking about it and how they were saying it could get infected. And I was like, dear God, we're so close to the finish. I don't want my foot to get infected at this point. And we're now chasing time because of the fires. And so the fires have not hit NorCal yet. We're not yet into the fires, but I can feel them in my gut stirring. Like, I'm like, we're getting real close. We're tempting fate here.
Like the Dementos.
Exactly. Like, I can feel the fires are coming. And so I'm like, we got to get the fuck out of NorCal. We took this day. Were we even going to take a 0? Or were we like, no, we're going to keep going until we get to Ashland? Because I don't feel like we were going to take a 0. And then we decided to.
I don't know.
Because of my foot. It was like maybe I need to go get it checked out kind of thing.
Rest the rest of the day.
Yeah. And so I went to urgent care. And the doctor's like, oh, yeah, that's a bad gash.
Yeah.
She's like,
all you got to do is clean it and put ointment on it.
Put some like Vaseline on it. And what's so wild is I had this chapstick that was Vaseline chapstick.
Yeah.
So I just used my chapstick and I would just like at night, I would just clean it with some water. And then I just put some Vaseline on it. And she had told me, did she say to put Band-Aids on it during the day?
She said to cover it.
To cover it during the day. And then at night, she wanted me to let it breathe.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did for like a week or so. And it healed within a week or two.
Hallelujah.
It did.
Hallelujah.
So yeah, for those of you through hiking.
If you have that happen, that's what you do.
This is literally all you do is just clean it with some water, get some Vaseline.
Yeah.
Or something like a lubricant. And just clean it and let it breathe at night.
Some WD-40.
God, don't do that.
That works.
That does not work. That's not a lubricant.
It is.
It just cleans out the wound, but it doesn't like moisturize
WD-40?
it. WD-40 is the spray thing.
What?
What are you thinking of? That's the spray thing that you spray.
WD-40 you spray on the door joints and stuff like
you
that.
would spray. No, she said I needed a lubricant, an ointment.
I was being dumb.
Were you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the tone in your voice.
I know. It's because I'm drinking NA beers every
You're not even drinking. I'm over here drinking.
I know.
I'm like, what do you say? I'm kidding. I'm only a beer in.
Luckily, the doc gave you a clean bill of health.
She said I could keep hiking. It was great.
So what did you do with that? You went and drank a lot of beer at the Etna Brewing Company.
We drank so much beer this night.
Because they had, what, $2 or $3 drafts?
It was like, it was super cheap. And so you and me, Bill D, and Tohi was there.
And Sabotage.
But Deuces wasn't there?
Deuces was definitely there.
Yeah. Wasn't Deuces the one who told us about it? I think he was one who was like, guys, there's like $3 beers.
He was the organizer. Leave it to Deuces to find a beer deal.
Leave it to Deuces. He would always find a beer deal. But yes, I think he was the one. He's like, guys, let's go do this. Yeah. Because we all figured out we were all together at the same place at the same time. It was huge. Yeah. It was so sweet. And so we were like, let's go.
Well, we get there and they're all sitting at a table and I think they're playing a game.
It was a card game.
Yeah.
It's like a game that Deuces and Tohi loved.
Yeah.
We're like playing on trail.
I remember I sat there and watched them play for about a round, maybe 2 rounds. And by that point, I think I'd had 3 beers, and I was in no space to learn a new card game.
I learned it and played with them.
I have no idea how to play this thing.
Bilda also did. It was us 4. They said only 4 people, I think, could play, and so it was us. Oh, and Copper was there, too. Copper was there with us drinking, yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, we invited him.
I just remember sitting there drinking beer, and the world was spinning.
We just had a lot of fun. I love that we accumulated all these people.
I know. You know, we went to the South African ladies brewery again later.
Of course we did.
We got pizza.
Again. Dude, their pizza was so good.
And since Tohi doesn't drink, we got him an ice cream.
Yes, Tohi loves ice cream.
It's kind of funny, actually.
It's adorable. Yeah, Tohi doesn't drink, but Tohi does drink. What is the liquor? The liqueur?
Huh?
Tohi drinks a liqueur. That's all Tohi will drink.
Oh, crap. What
is it? No, I need to ask him.
Tohi, you listen to this podcast. Tell us what you drink.
It's some random ass liqueur that I don't. It's not common, but they had it at that brewery, I think. So he got some. We were like, Tohi, you have to drink with us.
That's funny.
Because Tohi never drinks.
We should get him some crap. What's the stuff you put in the Irish car bombs? Irish coffee. That's it.
That's not an Irish car bomb. Are you
No.
talking about an Irish coffee?
Irish cream, that's it. Irish cream. Oh my God, my brain broke.
What's happening?
I'm hungry. I need
This is
dinner.
what happens when Wesley doesn't drink on our podcast.
I need dinner. I need some food in my belly. That.
Yes. But that was a fun night.
Oh
It
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
The last thing I remember about this night is going back to
Their house.
their house, and he had made dessert,
Oh my God.
and-
He really was a really good cook.
and I plated up some dessert because he had actually made us lunch earlier in this day. So I plated up some dessert, and I sat in their kitchen floor and he ate dessert.
Because you were drunk.
Oh, I was drunk.
Yeah.
And then another, was it 2 or 3 guys who were doing a section hike?
Yeah.
They were staying at their house
Yes,
too, and they showed
yes.
up. And they're like trying to have like really
Yes.
hardcore and like intellectual conversations with us.
About through hiking.
I'm like, bro, I can't even like see you straight.
Like, it was funny because this is just the thing, you guys, that happens on trail. It's nothing against section hikers. We've section hiked trails. But it's like when you as a section hiker are talking to through hikers who have been on the trail for 4 months
Yeah.
and you're just so excited to be there and start, but you're talking about all your gear. Like, we don't care. Like, it's not for us. It's literally comparing a seasoned businessman to a person that just graduated is what it feels like to me.
Oh. I see what you're saying. It's like someone who just graduated with an MBA.
And they're acting like, I know exactly what's
is
going to
coming in here
happen.
telling you what to do, and you've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah. That's how it feels when you're through hiking
get
and
it,
a section hiker comes in. And so these sweet men, they were really adorable. They really were. And they were so excited to be there.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about their gear loadout and all that stuff. And you can see Wesley is done for the night. Like, he's eating dessert on the floor and he's done. He's like not having coherent sentences at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like shaking my head and talking to them. And then we were like, okay, we need to go to bed because we're going to get up early. Like, we have someone taking us to the trailhead the next day.
I think I actually just stood up and walked out of the room.
You probably did.
I tended to do that.
You do when you've been drinking.
Yeah.
Or you throw cheese at people, apparently.
I also do that.
One time Wesley threw cheese at Buildy Bear when he'd been drinking too much in his face.
Yeah.
It was really hilarious. And then Buildy Bear goes, I wish you had told me because then I would have opened my mouth.
I like cheese.
It was great.
Oh, and the famous Build-A-Bear quote is coming up this next day.
No, I thought it was the day that he was taking the Trail Zero is when he said it.
Was it that day?
Yes, because we were like, "Where are you taking Trail Zero?" And he was like, "Hiking is overrated."
Was it this?
It was absolutely the Trail Zero day.
Oh, yes, because he had to print off a letter to his boss asking for an extension. So he was going to go and hike the TA, the Ta Aurora, not the AT, the Appalachian Trail.
Which is the New Zealand Trail.
Yes. So he was going to go hike the TA in New Zealand after he finished the PCT. And then he actually went to hike the Appalachian Trail, the AT.
And then he went and hiked the CDT,
Yeah.
even though to him hiking is overrated.
Hiking is obviously overrated.
And then when we brought that back up to him last year, when he did the CDT, he was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, yes, you do.
Like, he forgot.
You blocked that mess out, Bella.
I was like, did you block out that Trail Zero
Oh,
day
he
that
sure
you took?
did.
He did. He was probably in a dark hole.
Oh, yeah. A dark place. Dark
Hiking is
place.
overrated.
Super cute bakery in the town of Etna, in case y'all didn't know. It's kind of like on the main street. That is where we got the sweet African couple to drop us off that morning.
Because we had a person to pick us up. We asked someone to pick us up there and take us to the trail.
That's right. No, didn't he take us? The man.
Maybe
the
he
partner?
did. I'm sorry. Yes, he did.
Yeah, but he took us to the bakery first so we could go
Yeah.
pick up Build-A-Bear.
Well, yes. And he was also like, you need to go to this bakery. Like, he kept saying we needed to go there. The South African guy.
Yeah. Man, I wish I knew the name of it.
I don't know, but that bakery was amazing.
Just look up a bakery in Etna, California with
Yeah.
really good reviews.
Yeah. And so we're picking up Buildy Bear. And the funniest shit, you guys, is there's like just a horde of hikers
Uh-huh.
that are at this bakery hoping to get a ride to trail.
Yes.
I just love how much trail favor we would get from picking up and dropping off. And even Deuces said it. He's like, you guys always had the trail hookup.
I don't know how.
I think it was our trail favor is what I called it.
I think it was because we were just a cutish looking couple.
That, and also we just knew logistics. Like we didn't just leave it up to fate. We would be like, okay, let's actually organize and see if we could talk to people and ask trail angels and find it when we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did logistics. You did a lot of that.
I did.
You did.
I was proud of myself.
Because I scheduled out all of our towns and Wesley scheduled out
the rides. You see me rolling.
And I scheduled out our hotels and our stays.
You did. This bakery, we loaded out as much baked
Goods
goodness
as we could. Yes.
as much baked goodness as we could. Build-A-Bear was there, and somehow this other hiker got
This is what I'm
looped in.
saying. There was like a horde of hikers, and then one guy jumped in before anyone else could. He was like, "Can I get a ride to trail?"
And his name was J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Like Jennifer Lopez J-Lo.
And he was French. He was great.
He was quite funny. Didn't he work for like Vogue or something?
No, it wasn't Vogue. I think it was like Maybelline or something. It was
Maybe
a
it's
cosmetic.
Maybelline.
It was a cosmetic company.
That was
No, it was CoverGirl. It was CoverGirl.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Maybelline
I need to
sounds better.
ask him, though.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You know what's funny is we don't even know his real name. We just know that his trail name is J-Lo.
You know, you never really learn real names on trails.
But what's funny is after, I don't know any of these people. I don't know where to find them.
No.
Like,
Because you can't just look up trail names.
like you'll never know who this guy is to us
No.
because all we know him as is J-Lo, and he was very funny, and we had a great connection with him in this stretch.
Yeah.
That's all. And he's from France. That's all you will ever know.
He was a cool guy.
He was very funny. He was in his 20s or early 30s, maybe.
Yeah. What I do recall, though, is that this day was slightly haunted.
This day was this was my bad vibes day.
Yeah.
I felt it.
So we leave with these two other guys. We all start hiking together, and of course, we fall behind.
Because of me.
But we did hit the mile marker 1,600 before this all happened.
1,600. That means we only have 1,000 miles left.
In the middle, this was towards the end of the day, in the middle of the tall grass,
Like a cheetah.
like a raptor field.
Yeah, like literally, it's like a raptor field.
We are hiking, and I look to my left in the tall grass downhill, and there's a human. And this human was, think way back, y'all, way back from the San Jacintos, like PCT week 2. We talked about this guy named Hey Google.
Hey Google.
He cooked our food in Idlewild.
This was week 2 to 3.
Yes, and now we're in week 18. Do the math.
Do the math. We haven't seen this guy in forever.
We had heard that he was picking up odd jobs at different towns
to try to make money to keep going.
We're like, oh my, hey Google. And he's like, oh hey guys, like we had
never seen.
Like we had not seen him for the last 3.5 months.
Hey guys. Hey Google begins to tell us about his adventures, and he like took a scooter from a Walmart.
He took one of the scooters from
And he
Walmart
took it down
the interstate.
He said, I didn't break my foot back. He's like, I didn't break my foot back because I took a scooter.
So if you've ever wondered why the scooters at Walmart are now chained, that's because of Hey Google.
Wasn't it in the Sierras when he did that or something? Because he didn't want to go through the snow.
It might have been that, yeah.
When he told us these stories, like if you just knew Hey Google, how do we even explain him? He's like this nerd. He is a full-on video game nerd. He's a gamer.
He has a tattoo of like a video game object on his forearm.
Like he has his glasses and he is just doing with his life. He's got long hair, don't care. I mean, he's just himself.
And we decided that Hey Google was a night walk or day walker.
A day walker.
Yes.
Yeah, we were like, how is he back to us? Like, but like when you tell us the story of the scooter, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense.
Our theory is that he just developed bat wings that would fly.
Because we think he just would hike at night because no one ever saw him. We'd have friends be like, hey, have you seen Hey Google? We're like, how are you here now in like literally we're at the border of Oregon.
So there he was in the tall grass.
It was the most random shit I've ever experienced on that trail.
So he was actually there grabbing water because it was a little water source. We hike ahead of him a little bit and we get to this area. It's basically hikers have turned it into a bit of a base camp.
And guys, remember when I talked about the haunted feeling?
Well, this is the spot.
We think this is where it was.
We think so.
It was this abandoned
It was like a shack.
cabin shack.
Yep.
And there was just a ton of open room and there was water flowing close.
And there were hikers everywhere.
Everywhere.
And there were deer everywhere.
And wait, what was that haunting deer that everybody talked about?
Dickhead Steve.
Dickhead Steve.
Yeah, that was Dickhead Steve.
Apparently there's a deer that is dead that haunts everyone around this area.
Or I thought it was a living deer that just stole stuff and ate through equipment.
Maybe that was it.
I think that. But yeah, this is the home of Dickhead Steve. And I can see how this place is like notorious.
Y'all, it's creepy.
But also the deer were so accustomed to people. Like they come right up to you.
They came right up to the tent.
They came right up to our tent.
They'd sniff around my head while I was asleep. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember Build-A-Bear was already there. And then Hey Google caught up with us. And we were all sitting on like a log having dinner. And the deer are like coming up to us. I'm like, this ain't a petting zoo. Like, what's happening?
And it looked like they were expecting us to feed them
I
too. They're like,
know.
are you going to give us some of your food? And then I do remember in this conversation, so Hey Google comes up, we're all having dinner together. And then Wesley asked Build-A-Bear, because this is 2022, so this is post COVID, but we're still kind of in COVID, but not. And Wesley says to Build-A-Bear, who's from Belgium, he's like, being from someone from another country, what did you think of the U.S.
During COVID?
During COVID. Build-A-Bear is like, it was like a slow crashing train. And
It was like it's like watching a train that you know is going to crash.
Yes.
But you can't stop watching it.
But you can't stop watching it. Because we had election during that year. And then January 6th insurrection happened that same time.
It was just chaos in the U.S. Chaos.
It was just mass chaos.
Global and domestic chaos.
Yeah, but that was a really good night with them.
I appreciated that night.
There was a lot of people there. I was like, where do all these people come from?
Dude, hikers that we had never seen before.
And again, I really think it's because people were skipping. And you know what? Whatever.
They weren't being pushed ahead yet. They could
No.
have been doing the flip-flop thing like Copper.
That is true too. But this is when we started seeing a shit ton more hikers, was around this time. And I don't know, maybe just because I was old and cranky at this point in my life. I'm like, I don't want to get to know new people. Like Copper was great. And I loved Copper. We had a great meet cute with him.
Yeah.
But like all these other people that are camping, I don't want to meet you. I'm tired. I want to eat with my friends.
You old lady.
And I want to go to bed.
You an old granny.
Yeah, because at this point we've done like so many miles that week on top of taking a 0.
We did 24 this day to get to Dickhead Steve.
To get to Dickhead Steve.
Yeah.
To get to that haunted cabin where I never heard anyone screaming.
No, there were too many other hikers there.
We have this theory.
We scared away the specters.
Yeah, we think this is where the haunting was because they mentioned something about a broken down structure close or whatever. So we think this is where it was because we never saw anything like that anywhere else on trail. But there were so many hikers here. There were like 12 other tents pitched here. So we think that the hauntings didn't happen because there were just too many of us.
Yeah, that is our theory and we're sticking to it.
I was just waiting for a little girl to come up to my ear
Come
and be
play
like,
with us.
come play with me.
Come play.
I was waiting for it.
That's not creepy at all.
But I did hear a deer come up to my head and sniff it and go.
Yeah, is that how deer?
And it was like, I remember that sound from our other deer because it was eating my pee. So I fell asleep like a babe.
Good for you. We should wrap up this week so we can go make dinner.
I know. Let's do it. Yeah, we got one more day.
Thanks for sticking with us this long, folks. I'm really curious how many people actually listen to our episodes to the end.
Let us know.
We would love to know. Next and last day of this week 18.
We hiked with Deuces.
And Tohi on and off a little bit.
Were they at the cabin with us the night before?
They might have been, but we didn't really hang out with them. Maybe they were a different area or they got there later or camped before or after something. I don't know.
Oh, yes. We talked about this. Deuces actually, I think they camped before us. That was it. So we didn't see them. Yeah, Deuces even mentioned this. So they got up a little bit earlier and we ran into them.
The goal today was really just to make as many miles as we could and get ourselves set up to camp outside of Seiad Valley because they have a diner. And the diner supposedly has really awesome breakfasts, but even better milkshakes.
Oh, yeah. And milkshakes
Right?
at this point is like to die for.
Yes. And I don't remember. So it was a good time hiking with Deuce and Tohi on and off this day and Build-A-Bear. And I don't remember.
Did we ever see Hey Google again?
No, we did not.
We never saw. I
No.
swear to God, you guys, I think he's a ghost. I swear, or an angel. I don't even know. Like,
We did
who
not
is
see
Hey
him.
Google? Was he an angel? Was he just someone that protected us when needed?
Oh my God. No, he was a day walker is
We
what he
never
was.
saw him again.
He was a day walker is why.
Oh my God. We never exchanged socials with him either. So I don't even know if he's real.
I bet his real name was like Albert or something.
Or Steven.
Yeah.
He
Dickhead
looked like a
Steve.
He was Dickhead Steve.
Oh my God.
Yes, I do remember we hiked on and off with them. We hiked through a burn zone this day.
We hiked through a little bit of a burn zone, and we had towards the end of the day, we were having an argument about something, and we didn't want to camp next to other people, and we were having an issue finding a campsite.
What were we arguing?
Just cranky as hell. I don't know.
Are you sure it's because I was like, we got to get the fuck out of NorCal?
It could
was
have been
probably that. And I was like, you don't ever listen to me.
It could have been that. I just remember we did not camp anywhere near Tohi and Deuce's. We didn't camp anywhere near Build-A-Bear.
That's so sad.
I know. We camped way up at this campground. It was called the Grider
Creek
Creek
Campground.
Campground, something like that. And yeah.
I mean, that's it. We're setting ourselves up to get into Seiad Valley.
Yep. And Seiad Valley is like big food dump right before a huge climb.
Yeah, and we ended up doing 26.44 miles that day. A cumulative, we did a shit ton of miles this week.
Yeah, we did. I can tell you how many miles we did right now. Let me see. 149.7.
We did almost 150 miles in 6 days.
Baby.
Look at us. This is when we really started moving and grooving, I think, and our bodies were like pumping them out.
We were pumping out.
We were feeling it.
So this wraps up week 18. Week 18.
Yes, and get excited for the next episode of PCT Week 19 because we have a special guest,
Amber,
that will be joining us so that you can hear what the perspective is of a backpacker that's never done this before.
it's never done through hiking.
Never really backpacked, and hear from her perspective, and also get some good laughs from us because she's my little sister and she's my best friend.
My best friend.
My best friend.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening, you guys. We really appreciate all of you who listen. And we also love your emails and we had someone just email us and ask us any thoughts on snacks on trail.
Yeah, we'd
And
love to answer that.
we love stuff like that. So seriously, you're not bothering us if you email us or DM us, anything like that.
I do want to spend like 2 to 3 minutes on a really quick environmental corner. Just the other day, I got a photo from our friend Nick Fowler, Desert Jesus. You might know him from his FKT on the Arizona Trail here very recently. Anyways, this picture was of basically a giant turd right off of the road at Walker Pass Campground, which is on the Pacific Crest Trail in the SoCal section, and there was toilet paper there. So Nick Fowler sent me this picture, and I just wanted to reinforce the fact, following my capstone, that no litter is supposed to be left at campgrounds, even on roads, ditches, on trails, whatever. I know I talk about cleanliness on trails, but we got to keep our campgrounds and even our roadsides as clean as possible. I know it's not as easy on roads, especially because you have vehicles and trucks that have just loose trash that just gets out, but try and keep that maintained, try and keep that in bags, because all this trash turns into smaller pieces of trash, and smaller pieces of trash, especially plastics or maybe things that contain lots of dyes or other chemicals or preservatives, are going to get into the soils, and then it's going to get into water systems or infect the things in our soils. And it's just all around bad practice to leave trash out in nature. So even if you think something is okay to leave, like your poop or your dog's poop or a banana peel or an orange peel, these things are not okay, because your poop and your dog poop, they have otherwise possibly antibiotics that you've been taking, or you could be letting loose some bacteria or something that's more resistant to medications, which go out and could cause issues in those ecosystems. Or your dog could have eaten a chew toy that was plastic and release a lot of plastics into these systems. And even the food peels and things like that that you would otherwise think okay because they quote unquote biodegrade. But just know that a banana peel can sometimes take up to 2 years to finally biodegrade, which is just crazy to think about. 2 years for a banana peel. And that doesn't even include the stickers that are on it. So best practice, throw away everything that you can, recycle everything that you were able to recycle, which is a far better option than just tossing stuff in the landfill. Just try and be eco-conscious and keep stuff locked down or otherwise in the cab of your vehicle so that it doesn't fly out. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. Do the best that you can. Try and find a pit toilet or at least dig a little hole or something so it can biodegrade. Because it ain't helping anybody out sitting on top of the dirt.
And if you have a car, just honestly, I hate to say this, but like pack your toilet paper out.
Yeah.
Just put it, you probably have a grocery bag in there, or just wrap it in more toilet paper. Your doo-doo that's on your toilet paper.
We need to normalize poop more.
Yeah.
People think it's so disgusting. And yeah, it's not pretty, but it's a normal bodily function that most people do on a daily basis.
And when you gotta go, you gotta go. And but let's protect the beautiful, wild spaces that protect us so well.
Yeah, because if we don't protect them, then we're just hurting ourselves, really.
We're hurting us, because once the ecosystems go, we go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
isn't it as simple as that?
They need to be protected, and I mean, when stuff gets into the water, we can't always filter out all these little nanoplastics. So
I want to talk more about watershed too at some point, like really deep dive into watersheds, because Wesley he talked to me about nanoplastics and microplastics, and I really want to hit on that.
And it's April 23rd, so it's the day after Earth Day.
Oh yeah.
So just be very conscious about it.
Protect the earth, you guys.
Yeah, do it 365 days a year, not on one day.
Yeah, because it deserves to be protected, just like anything else.
Yep. So if we all just do a little bit more and play our part, we can keep our spaces cleaner and safer and healthier.
Thanks for listening, you guys. You can email us at yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or you can find us on our socials. The ginger_and_the joy is our social Instagram, or Yeti Walks Into Basecamp. Please follow that as well. We really would love for you to follow that.
Yeah, thanks to the Fire Once Lost for our intro and outro track. We really love the vibe, and we've been using this for the last year and a half, it feels like.
Seriously. And also thank you to Charlotte for editing this podcast, our editor. We are super thankful for you and for all that you do for us.
And lastly, thanks once again to Sawyer for sponsoring this episode and for providing thousands or maybe even
millions I don't even know.
Of people.
Hundreds of thousands.
I was going to say thousands of hikers and millions of people.
Oh, there you go.
With clean drinking water. So
we so appreciate
We appreciate it. And yeah, thanks everyone for listening to our episode. We hope you enjoyed it. And just drop us a plug if you really liked it.
And as we like to say in the hiking community,
Happy trails.
Wait, I got a better one. When Deerhead Steve came up to us in the middle of the night.
When Deerhead Steve. His name is Dickhead Steve.
When Dickhead Steve came up to us in the middle of the night at the haunted cabin. When we popped our heads open from the tent.
When we popped our heads open from the tent. When we popped the tent open and put our head outside.
We looked at Dickhead Steve and he said to us,
Marie's brain is broken.
It's because I have to pee so bad.